Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on a very highly requested look. This is just my go-to super glowy look. I wear this all the time. Like if you follow me on Snapchat, you see this all the time. And I've been posting a lot of pictures like this on Instagram as well. And I've gotten a ton of requests for a tutorial. It's really just focused on super glowy skin, some simple lashes. There isn't a ton of like eyeshadow or anything like that. There's no liner. And then just a nude lip. And I feel prettiest in makeup like this. I feel prettier in makeup like this than I do in like a really bold smoky eyes. So if you guys would like to see my go-to glowy look and how I get it, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Because this look is so centered around the skin, I use my Backlight priming filter from Becca first, and then I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Just use whatever foundation you feel like makes your skin look flawless, and this definitely does it for me. And then I'm just blending all of that in with a damp beauty blender. And you can see here, this isn't a luminous foundation, but my skin looks so healthy. And that's why I love that Backlight priming filter, because no matter what foundation you put over it, your skin is going to look so glowy. Now to help color correct and really brighten up the under eyes, I'm using my Becca Brightening Color Corrector under my eyes, and I'm concentrating this mostly at the corner of my eye and then just kind of dragging that down. You just want to concentrate this mostly wherever your circles are their darkest, and this stuff is just amazing. It really does help cancel out the dark circles, and it really also helps to brighten, and it has a luminous quality to it. And then I'm just using my Naked Skin Concealer from Urban Decay. I use the shade Fair Neutral, and I am going pretty heavy on this and taking it all the way to the sides of my nose, under my eyes, and then down the center of my nose, the center of my forehead, and then around the sides of my mouth. Highlighting is so important, especially in a look like this, because we're going for really healthy looking skin, and keeping the center of the face nice and bright really helps to achieve that. And then I'm just blending all of this out with my damp beauty blender, and you can see I'm also taking that concealer onto my lids because that's what I'm going to be using for my eyelid primer. And to set the under eyes, I am of course using my Mercier translucent setting powder. You guys know I love this stuff. This is just the best of the best when it comes to setting your under eye concealer, especially if you have creasing problems like me. So I did the under eyes and then the nose and my chin, but you can see I'm also going to set my lids with that so that the shadows just blend really easily. And for shadows, like I said, it's just super simple. We're using the bronzer that we're going to be using on our face and just doing really light motions in the crease just to give us a little bit of definition. We're not going for anything too dramatic. So just do windshield wiper motions in the crease with a big fluffy brush. For shadows, I'm just taking my glow kit in the shade Gleam from Anastasia that we're going to be using on our face. And I first took the shade Mimosa on this 234 brush from Zoeva, and I'm just packing that all over the lid, and then I just flipped that same brush over, spritz it with a little bit of Fix Plus, and then I went into Crushed Pearl. I'm applying that mostly to the inner third of the eye, and then just kind of melding that together with the Mimosa that we have on the lid. This just makes your lids look wet and so shiny, so I love using these as shadows. And then I just went back in with a little bit of bronzer just to go over the edges and make sure that it doesn't look too harsh. Now just take any kind of matte black eyeshadow. I'm using this one from the Maybelline's the Nude palette, and I'm just taking this Zoeva 317 brush, which is perfect for this because it's so tiny, and I'm really getting into that lash line. This is just going to help us whenever we add those lashes in a little bit. And no surprise here, I'm using my Benefit Roller Lash and giving my lashes a nice coat before I go in and add these Kiss No. 11 lashes. These are the perfect everyday lash. I just love these. So once I get the lashes on, I'm just going to brush away that excess powder and start bronzing my skin and giving it a lot of life with that same Laura Mercier bronzer. You can see it's just such a beautiful warm bronzer to just give your skin a nice glow. And then I'm going in and really lightly contouring. I'm using this Zoeva 126 brush, and I've really been liking it, and I'm just basically keeping that towards the back part of my contour closer to my hairline. And then I'm also going to take that around the sides of my chin and of course contour my nose because I can't go without it. You guys know this. This look definitely calls for a flushed cheek, so I am mixing these two shades from the Morphe 9B blush palette. If you guys do not own this palette, go get it. Like, pause this video and go buy it because it is amazing. All of these blushes are so pigmented and just beautiful. So I am obsessed with it. I use it all the time. And then I'm just going over it with a little powder brush just to make sure that it doesn't look too harsh and everything looks nice and soft. And then I went back in to highlight with that same Gleam kit, and I mixed Mimosa and Crushed Pearl together. It's just like my favorite combo. I haven't been using any other highlighter, so I'm applying that to the very highest points of my cheeks. And you guys, can we just take a second? Like, look how beautiful that is. Then I'm applying it, of course, to the higher arch of my brow, and then also on the tip of my nose, the chin, and my Cupid's bow. And seriously, you guys, look how beautiful that glow is. To finish off the eyes, I am just lining my eyes really quickly with a nude liner. This is the chromographic pencil from MAC in the shade NC15 and W20. And then I'm just taking this flat shader brush from Zoeva and taking that same bronzer that we have all over the face basically. And I'm running that from outer corner to inner corner just to give a little bit of definition. And then I'm just coating my lower lashes with mascara. And then I'm highlighting the inner corners. I just took a little pencil brush and spritzed it with that same Fix Plus and went into Crushed Pearl. So I'm using Crushed Pearl for the inner corner as well as the brow bone. For the lips, I'm just lining them really quickly with this NYX lip liner. This is the new waterproof lip liners, and this one's in the shade Nude Suede Shoes. I've actually been wearing this by itself all over the lips, and it is stunning. I love this color so much. But I'm just lining my lips and filling them in, and then I'm going over that with Kimchi Doll from Gerard Cosmetics. This is hands down one of my favorite like peachy nudes. It's a really pale peachy nude, which I love. And then I'm just topping it off with a gloss because this look calls for glossy lips. And I'm just using the nude lip gloss from Gerard Cosmetics. And once you have your glossy lips, your glowy look is complete. And that's it for the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in another tutorial very soon. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.